Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. It's time to talk about the next event that is coming in War Thunder, and it is for the IAR-93B. This is an aviation event which is going to be starting on the 27th of November, and it's going to go until the 11th of December. The IAR-93B is actually a really interesting aircraft. It was a vehicle that was jointly developed by Romania and also Yugoslavia, and the best way to put it is it's very much like a multi-role aircraft, very similar to stuff like the AMX that we have in the game, and even stuff like the Su-25 and also the A-10. I understand that most of these vehicles are more designed around ground attack, but that's kind of the same as the IAR-93B. It's going to be a vehicle that is pretty maneuverable, not entirely fast at its BR, but it's going to have some pretty crazy weaponry on top of it, making it a pretty good CAS element, and also to be able to defend itself with the missiles it has access to. Now this vehicle, since it is from Romania, but also Yugoslavia, it's going to be in the Italian tech tree at rank 6, and it's also going to be an event vehicle. So that basically means that this vehicle won't get access to premium bonuses, and you will have to grind it out. And when it comes to the stages of the event, I don't know if they've added in the modifications bonus for this, but they have added in a lot of other stuff, which is nice to see. The other part of it is there is some decals and also a loading screen, which is going to be available in this event, which we will talk about later. The first thing I want to talk about is I'm pretty sure this is a player-made vehicle or a user-created vehicle. You may know somebody called Nova29. He is a person who has made many models in the past, including stuff such as the HE219, the TAR-154, and also others that have made it into the game. And he's also made an IAR-93B, and he made it quite a while ago for the design process. So a lot of the pictures you're going to see in this video is actually from there. And I'm pretty sure he started working on this vehicle a long time ago, because I remember seeing posts about it years ago on his War Thunder Live account. What I'll do is I'll leave a link to his War Thunder Live account as well. Nova is one of the most prolific kind of user-generated content guys, meaning that he makes a lot of planes for the game. There is a few other people who make a ton of vehicles too, but Nova, I suppose, is probably one of the most successful ones, and that is something to be commended for. In terms of what the armament of this vehicle should be, you should have a look at a bunch of different stuff, such as the fact it has access to a ballistic computer, so therefore it can use unguided weapons very effectively, and also should technically be able to use guided stuff too. Technically, this vehicle has two 23mm, so the GSH-23s in the lower front fuselage. It can bring a bunch of different rockets, which should be unique to it. The LPR-122s, the LPR-57s, and PRN-80s. And air-to-air missile-wise, it should be able to carry the K-13s, which are quite good, I suppose, depending on which BR that you look at. I've generally enjoyed using them, unless you get to higher BRs, but also it should be able to use the R-60s, which is kind of crazy. And then for air-to-surface missiles, it can use the Grom, the KH-23, and also the AGM-65 Maverick, which I feel like is going to be pretty strong if they decide to give it to it. And then also for bombs, you have the BM-500s, the BM-250s, the B-100s, and also the BL-755 cluster bombs. So this really is kind of a multi-purpose aircraft with a bunch of different stuff on it. I feel like in general, people will have a good time with it, and once again, it's another event vehicle that's mainly CAS, but not fully CAS. There is at least some areas of it which are designed for air-to-air. So the way this event is structured is the same as a lot of the other individual events we've seen this year. There are 7 stages, and each stage is 2 days, starting on the 29th of November This means that this event goes from the 29th of November until the 11th of December, and each stage you get a prize. So the first stage and the third stage, you get access to a trophy with a random reward, which has either access to SL and RP boosters, random wages and orders, universal backups, random camouflage of a purchased vehicle of any type, or a day of premium. Then, for stage 2 and 4, you get one of the decal rewards, and the decals are actually really cool. You have the 50th anniversary of the first flight of the IAR-93, and then also CZ2Z emblem decal, I'm pretty sure is what that is, but both of them are fantastic. They look really nice and will be great for the event. For the 5th stage, you also get a trophy with a random reward, and then on the 6th stage, you actually get the IAR-93B loading screen, which is really cool. We haven't had a loading screen in an event for ages, and that's fantastic. And then also, we have, for the 7th stage, of course, the non-tradable coupon for the IAR-93B. So, if you complete all stages, you'll get the vehicle. Now, in order to complete all the stages, you need to get 35,000 mission score each 2 days. Now, 35,000 isn't actually that much for a vehicle like this. Kind of surprising since it's such a high tier vehicle. In Air, it's also usually easier to get a mission score than other game modes, so that's really nice to see that this will be quite easy to grind out compared to others. And also, they are bringing back the upgrade for the coupon. After missing it out on the KV7 event, it is now back. You'll have to grind out 600,000 mission score in order to get access to the coupon. This means that you'll be able to sell the vehicle on the marketplace, or you'll be able to exchange the coupon for 1,600 war bonds, which is what it was before. I don't think that's going to change. It isn't marked that it's going to change, so I'm sure it'll be the same. So yeah, that is how that is. Basically, double the amount of kind of mission score gets you the coupon. That's pretty much how they do these things nowadays. It's pretty simple in general. They've also brought back the discounts on purchasing stages using Golden Eagles, so the 85% and 95% setup. So if you get really close to finishing one but don't finish it off, you'll get massive discounts on being able to purchase the stages, and also you can purchase all the stages if you want to. So if you don't have time to grind it out, or you don't want to grind it out but want to use the vehicle, you can just purchase them with GE anyway and get through them. So this event is pretty much the same as a lot of the other ones we've had this year. Generally, it should be fine to do, and since there's a lot of vehicles to research now, especially with the new updates, you can use those to focus on going after this vehicle. In general, the IAR-93B should be pretty good. It isn't a Mach-capable aircraft, but should be pretty quick, and also with a lot of the new changes and additions they've done to aviation, it would be nice to kind of play the game mode and get used to everything again after what they've been doing. So for me, with this event, I'm massively looking forward to it. I feel like I've been playing ground for like years and years at this point, since there was like 2 ground events after each other. So it's now time to take to the skies once again and grind this out, while also getting some new jets. As always, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. I'd just like to thank GMG Smiley, CD Beans, Chieftain Mike, EMN3 Galaxy, Tulio Pontecorvo, Brendan Quinn, Carrion Crow, Gus Irenicus, Pyman, Wartinder, Teddy, Daniel Stanton, Martinez, B. Young, Ozzy Panzer, Alan Hacker, Liam Shear, Opium Prime, Lafouche, Sem, Aslan, Uncle Bean, and Derek R. for supporting the channel.